Welcome to another video about alter altitudes. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to create tables and pivot tables that allow you to create stunning budget sheets to track your spending. Let's dive right in. When it comes to creating tables in Microsoft Excel, the first thing you want to do is create headings that allow you to filter to the information that you want. So I'm going to start with a few that I like to use. After we have our headings, we're then going to go ahead and start putting in some information. So let's go January. Now, it's also important to really consider the major and subcategories that you want to have. I'm going to show you why I like to have a major category and a subcategory as we go through and actually look at the pivoted information. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a accounting mode so we can have our dollar sign. You can click anywhere in the field and hit Control T. So this is going to create the table. You're going to keep this selected that my table has headers so that that top row are header rows. Okay, once you do that, you can simply start to enter in more information. Once we have that entered, we're ready to expand our table. You can do this one of two ways. You can just go to the next row and begin typing, and it'll automatically extend the table, or you can go to this top row and tab over. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just throw in some pre-filled values just so that we can speed this process up so we can get to the pivoting function. So now that we have our information filled out, we're ready to create our pivot. You can click anywhere inside the table. We're going to go up to the Insert tab, and then we're going to create a pivot table. We can create our pivot table on a new worksheet or an existing worksheet. It's up to you. What we're going to do is we're going to create a new worksheet. Once we have our new worksheet, now we need to figure out what information we want to know. I'm going to start with month. We're going to drag that down to the rows, and it's going to show me every month that I have. Once we have that, we can come over here to the amount. We're going to drag that to values. What I'm also going to do here is we're going to change this number format to accounting so we get dollars and cents, okay? So already this is telling us how much we spent. Now, where this gets more powerful than relying on your banking apps is you get the control because you created the major categories and the subcategories. I'm going to show you what I mean. So let's jump in and let's say you want to know, well, how much gas did I spend this year? We're going to go to major subcategories, and we're going to filter this particular row, and we can type in fuel. So now I can only see my fuel expenses, but this doesn't look neat. You got January fuel. So we're going to go over here to this section here, and we're going to move fuel up to the top and months at the bottom. So fuel is the top category. And this year, I spent $4,479 on fuel, and this is how much I spent each month. The next thing that I love about this is you can go even further with that information. I'm going to grab this amount portion, and we're going to drag this over here. It's going to, again, default to sum, but we're going to change this. We're going to go to Value, Field Settings, Show Value As, and we're going to use Calculations, and we're going to do percentage difference from, and then we're going to put month here, and then we're going to change it to previous. Now, what this is going to do is this is going to show you the difference in your spending from one month to the next. So if I do that, you're going to see that from January to February, my spending on fuel increased by 10.5%. From February to March, it increased by 51%. And so what I like about this is this actually allows you to see the movement of your spending. This is also powerful because we can turn this pivot information into a chart. And then you get to determine what type of chart you want. So we can have a line graph, we can have a bar graph. If you want to track the trends, you can say, okay, here's my spending each month. We can go ahead and change what this looks like. So if we want to kind of pretty this up a little bit, we can grab a graph that we like that makes sense to us. We can delete this total, delete that total so we have more room. And let's go ahead and expand that so we can really see those numbers. All right. Now we can start to see this is our fuel spending for the month. Well, maybe I don't want to see fuel. Maybe I want to see something else. What about another one? Utilities. All right, so this is my utility spending. This is how to take a table within Microsoft Excel, create pivot information so that you can take better control over your spending and create a budget that allows you to know how you've been spending money. If you found value in this video, go ahead and give it a like. Please leave a comment in the section below. Would love to know your thoughts. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit that bell icon so you're notified every time that I post a new video. This has been Alter Altitudes, and remember, the only limits that you have are the ones that you put on yourself.